it's Rachel with Minji. Today she and I are going to work on a review. When I spoke with you this morning, I know you said you wanted to work on barking correction with Minji. Excuse me while I fix the camera here. I am listening to you, but with how you were describing the problems to me, I'm not really sure what the best way is to work on it today. So I'm going to do a little bit of research on it. So next time I do one of Minji's videos, I will be able to do that, and it will be a little bit more informative and worthwhile for both of you. So in the meantime, I want to do a review with Minji. It seems like when I worked with her, we've just been working on down for the past few times. So I want to see how she's doing with everything else. She's had a full day of playing in water park, so she's a little bit tired. But that is a good time to train, when she has kind of the edge taken off but isn't too tired. So we're going to start with the basics. Minji, sit. Good sit, good girl. Now we're going to do what Pam calls puppy push-ups. To kind of get her warmed up, it's just going to be sit down, back and forth. So give her to the side, sit, down. Good girl. Minji, sit. 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 Come in. So usually you lift up. Good sit. Good girl. You lift up on the leash, and if that doesn't get them up, I just kind of bring my foot in and just kind of move it closer just to keep on tapping her toes. I'm not stepping on her toes, just moving it in like that. Good girl. Down. Good, down. Sit. Minji, sit. Come on, sit. Good, sit. Down. Good, down. Sit. Good, sit. Down. Good, down. Sit. Good, sit. Good girl. Good job, Minji. Good job. Okay, there are a few puppy push-ups. That's a good way to get her warmed up and listening to you, since she's having to go back and forth like that. It kind of gets her thinking. So sits and downs are good. I'm going to try her with stay. So Minji, down. Good, down. Stay. I'm going to walk around a bit. Down. Good, down. She is great with her down. So good job to you for working with her at home. I'm going to kind of walk around, because as the dog sees you walking away, they generally want to come with you. And also another distraction I like to do is shaking the leash and kind of tugging on it. Minji, down. Down. Good, down. Good girl. That's because when the dog feels their collar or their harness, halty harness, moving or being pulled on, they think that's us telling them to come with us. But they need to learn to wait for the command, and just because they feel the leash moving does not mean that they get to get up out of their stay. Down. Good, down. Stay. Stay. So I'm going to walk around her as much as I can. Stay. Stay. Reminding her to stay and holding my hand up while I do this with the leash. Stay. That was excellent. Good, stay, Minji. Good girl. Good girl, stay. I don't know how much you could see it in the video, but she would kind of, flinch a little bit, like she was ready to get up, but she really controlled herself and did an awesome stay. So that is good to see. Okay, now I want to do the same thing in a sit-stay. She was in a down and doing awesome with it, but with a sit, it's a lot easier for her to get up. It takes more effort to get up out of a down, and it takes longer, so I'm able to correct her. With the sit, it's easy for her to pop right up. So I want to practice the same thing we just did in a sit. Minji, stay. No. Sit. Sit. push-ups, and so she was expecting me to say down. Sit. Stay. Good, stay. Good girl. Stay. Very nice. Now I tricked her by not releasing her when I first walked back to her. That's because I do this so that she learns that me walking towards her is not the release. I have to physically release her.
Good stay, Minji. Good girl. Good girl, stay. Good job. Good stay, Minji.
All right, that was great. So let's see what else I have on the agenda. Okay, so we're going to work on come from the stay. And to do that, I'm going to switch to our longer leash. So this gives me the chance to get more distance, and also it's far enough away that she feels kind of like she's off leash, but we have the security of her being on leash. Minji, sit. Good, sit. Stay. Stay. Come.
Good, come. Good girl, come. Good girl, Minji. Good girl.
All right, that was very good. So just one simple come. I know I usually say the dog's name before I give a command, like Minji, come. But a lot of times their name gets their attention, which of course, if you really need her to come to you, any way you can get her to come is a good way, but try to avoid that, and I'm also trying to avoid that so that she doesn't forget the command. So she's not just responding to her name, but she actually knows the word come. So let's practice that again. Minji, down. Good, down. Stay. I'm going to go a little bit farther since she did so well last time. Once I get this leash untangled. Now I'm all the way at the end of the leash. Come.
Good, come, Minji. Good girl, come. Good girl. Good girl.
Okay, so she hesitated a little bit there. I think that's because she wasn't sure if I really said come, if I really meant it or not. And with just a little hand motion, that gave her the assurance that she needed, and she came right to me. That was very good. All right, so now I'm going to practice a little bit of healing with her in our last couple of minutes. Now, this is something that I think Minji could use probably the most improvement on, and while she usually does great here, I know she's really excited and has trouble controlling herself when you first drop her off for daycare. Now, that's completely normal, especially on a Monday morning. The dog has been resting all weekend. They're super excited to be here first thing in the morning, and they have all of their energy. So, what I recommend to you is try to work with her for at least 5 to 10 minutes as soon as you get home from daycare. Before you give her dinner, anything like that, just work on healing, where she's calm, she has gotten her energy out, and so she's easier to control. That way you can practice everything the correct way, and that really gets set into her head. So we're going to practice that heel. All right, I got her into position, and she automatically sat perfectly, so that's good to see. Did you heel?
Good heel, good girl. Heel. Good heel. Good girl. Heel. Good heel, Mindy. Good job. Good girl, heel.
That was some absolutely beautiful heeling. So there I noticed sometimes she might lag a bit when I would turn right or do a 180. So there she corrects herself really easily. Just give her a little tug of the leash. Repeat heel, just say heel, just as a reminder. Get her up close to you. I also do the, kind of kissing sound. She responds well too, but it would probably be best to give her a tug on the leash and tell her heel, just so that it helps ingrain exactly what that command means. All right, Minji did a great job on everything. I'm really impressed with her. And like I said, I'm going to do a little bit of research into the best way to kind of control her barking in the situations that you described, so we can work on that next time. This was Rachel and Minji. We are doing a review.